Fysh, hello to you. Marcus, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure.
What's going on?
Well, it is a good thing that the government has finally realised that the proposed deal isn't going to pass Parliament. That's what we've been trying to tell them for a long time and set out the alternatives. I was going to vote against it for sure, because it's just not appropriate for the UK. It would keep us in a backstop, but the backstop's not the only problem with the withdrawal agreement. The oversight of the ECJ, the giving away the money for nothing, the way that it gives the Joint Committee real proper Henry VIII style executive powers that would have no recourse to our Parliament to do anything about it. These are all really very serious issues. So just coming back with some sort of a fig leaf on the backstop itself isn't enough.
Okay, so you're pleased that she's pulling the vote for now?
Well, I know a lot of colleagues are very upset with the way that they're planning to pull this vote.
Why?
They think that it's quite contemptuous of Parliament, potentially. I understand that they are planning to not allow Parliament to have a vote on the business motion, as would be the ordinary way of going about this. And that is really, I know that a lot of colleagues are taking a very dim view of that because they wanted to show that this isn't the right deal. And, you know, many people are saying that that it isn't really realistic for the Prime Minister to be thinking, for her to be the one to be trying to renegotiate this.
But doesn't this potentially save face not just for the Prime Minister but for the whole party? I mean, the Conservative Party could have started to unravel by tomorrow evening if this vote had gone ahead as planned.
Look, many of us have been trying to put the constructive solutions to this issue forward for a long time. What we need to focus on is getting an advanced free trade agreement on the table, just as the EU had proposed back in March. We've also suggested how you can use technical solutions and procedures available in current EU law and regulation to make sure that there's no hard border in Ireland. That is what should be put on the table now, and we need to stand firm and say that that's what we want to do, and we need to prepare for whatever might happen should the EU not want to do that for whatever reason. Many of the preparations that need to take place are the same, whether you're talking about having a free trade agreement or not having one. Getting those borders efficient, making sure that companies know what they have to do, government helping those companies get ready. These are all things which we have time to do now, and I think that if we take that stance, then we can end up getting a good deal with the European Union.
Are we careering towards potentially a no-deal Brexit, though, the way that we're going at the moment, and according to some figures, an 8% hit in our economy as a result?
Well, I don't believe those sorts of figures at all. I used to be an economist. I used to analyse economists' work in the city, and I just know that that's not even slightly a realistic assumption. When you look at the Treasury's assumptions to produce these negative figures, they are using costs of transactions at the border for those border efficiency elements, which are just an order of magnitude bigger than they would be in the real world. When I was in Rotterdam a few weeks ago, I sat down with the customs brokers and went through exactly how much trading as a third country costs, and it's like 0.3% of the transaction value, not 11% like Philip Hammond's work has been spitting out. So I really do think that that's been Project Fear. We just need to get people ready for what they do have to do, and then everybody should be able to be confident that there won't be job losses, and they don't have to take this fear narrative that the government's been trying to spread.
So you agree that we are heading towards a no Brexit deal?
Well, no,
if you will. That's not an oxymoron?
I think that one always has to be prepared to walk away. That is not my ideal scenario. I think that if we are prepared, though, that we will end up getting a good advanced free trade agreement, which can also keep communities happy in the island of Ireland.
Two options that appear to be rearing their heads are an extension to Article 50 or a second referendum, people's vote, whatever you want to call it.
Look, I don't think we need more time. I don't think we need to reopen divisions and cause more uncertainty. What we just need is good decisions now. And I would love to see this current government, as it's currently constituted, make those good decisions. If they're not prepared to make those good decisions, then I think that they should really think about letting someone who is prepared to make the right decisions make them.
So Theresa May is no longer the right person to lead the party?
Well, I've said for a while that I think she's got a lot to prove on that front. I haven't seen no evidence thus far that the team around her and the advice she's been getting is either right on this issue or capable of really understanding what needs to be done and how to do it in quick time.
So who's a better person?
Well, that would be a process for the party to go through. I think there are many talents at the top of the Conservative Party. There are lots who are always trailed.
She's no longer got a grasp and then not think about
any of the main Brexiteers who are not in the cabinet could, I think, do a very good job of that.
Boris,
any of
Jacob
them, any of the
Michael
Brexiteers who understand the issues and know how to deal with them.
Okay, good to talk to you. Sadly, we're out of time.